Leon Bailey, it's saved. The rebound. Not.
Why? Me not lie. Hey. You see, football is a really, really funny game, right? Because Reggae Boyz had a brilliant, brilliant game. Played wonderfully versus Guatemala. Yes, Guatemala rested technically the entire front line, but the Reggae Boyz did the job. They did what they're supposed to do, put in a good performance. But for some reason, the highlight for the entire case is Leon Bailey. I did my video, but everyone now is asking about why am I not highlighting Leon Bailey exceptional performance? Like, what? All right, so welcome back, people, to MG Sports TV. Thank you very much again for tuning in. All right, so this video is actually for the persons who technically attack me, because quote unquote, me never highlight Leon Bailey's exceptional performance. That's what they said. Exceptional. No, let me make this clear. This is not an attack on Leon Bailey. No, it's not. This is just me speaking factual and what is happening, especially in the football world. Now, the performance that we saw from Leon Bailey is the performance that we expect of him. So basically, the bare minimum. Basically, that's the bare minimum. That's what we want to see on a regular basis. Even on a bad day, you should not go below that. Now, what happened is that because we haven't, for so long, we have been watching this Reggae Boyz squad, especially Leon Bailey, and we haven't really we not get the games we not get the performance we think we deserve. Think, quote unquote, think. Or we now get the performance we believe that he can produce on the pitch. One of the best performances I've seen was, I think it was on World Cup qualifiers I played against USA in camp, in National Stadium. I think that was one of the best performances I've seen of him. And it's now been a long while. It's been a really, really long while since we've really seen another standout performance. And this performance versus Guatemala is not quote unquote a standout performance. I think it was an okay performance from my perspective. It did some good stuff on the pitch, yes. But for me, for that game, I thought that the two standout performances were John Russell and Werner Brown. Not just a goal or Werner Brown score, but his pressing, his movement off the ball, problems that he caused the defenders. John Russell coming inside, occupying the half spaces, getting at the danger zone, extra man running at the box, crashing at the box, midfielder running. So that caused a lot more problems. Other than that, Bailey did technically what everybody would expect him to do. Down the wing, cut back, cross, exactly like what the assist that he gave for Russell. Good, very good delivery, I have to say. But it didn't necessarily did anything out of the norm, or should I say exceptional, per se. And it just, from my perspective, was just a fairly good game for him, and I have to give credit for that. That it was a good game, and it's a game because the bar is so low. When we get a game like this, it seems like it's so high, but really and truly, it technically wasn't. It really, really wasn't. If you rewatch a game and watch his performance independently, you'd realize that it's just a decent performance. I should say a good performance. In general, because if you want to go weird on for probably nitpick, you can find what issues, what errors that he did, but that is a part of the game. That's a part of football. That's how the game is structured. That's the reason why you don't need to come here on an overly gloss over an okay performance. Be a technically okay performance. What I can definitely say is that this is a performance that we expect. This is the bare minimum for him. He should not go below this standard at all. And with him giving us this level of performance, definitely meant that he could have done so prior to. The question I'm going to ask, why didn't he? That's a real question. why didn't he give you something of this nature based off of how much game we play? Play a whole per game. I tell him say, must could give you something. Must could give you something close to that. I say, must could give you something close to that. But at the end of the day, that's the nature of the sport. Good performance from him. I will give match ratings. I would probably say 8 out of 10. And there's probably like 2 players that are behind him. I thought Aiden was very, very good. I'm surprised about not about that. I thought Aiden was very, very good. The 2 persons not probably that would be Brown and also Russell. I thought they were exceptional. They were really, really good in the final third. But good performance from him. I don't really see a reason for me overly excited where his performance is concerned. And I like, yeah, but that's a seat. That's a seat. So people no need to pressure me. It's an okay performance, good performance. Me personally don't see it as nothing more. The true test is coming next week. Or hit the Gold Cup. That's when the true test will start. Then we can see if him really return to, or should I say, really step up his game and stop slacking off. Then we can make a proper assessment. As I said, against Guatemala, performance like that expected. Next week, when the Gold Cup kick in, we're gonna start playing the better teams. Them. Even next week, Guatemala, I don't think they're rest nobody. They know say them are playing a lot of them first team players. Well, I don't say frontline kind of bench still. But at the end of the day, next week, now when we get past the other teams, and once we go further in the competition, our expectations are that we should see these type of performances versus the big name teams from him. Then no, that's what's going to separate the conversation now. Said he is really back and doing what we expect him to do. He's doing what they quote unquote name Leon Daly is to produce. If we get that versus Mexico, if we get that versus USA, if we get that versus Canada in the World Cup, then we can say yes, we're rich. We're at where we want to be now. He's mentally at where he should be regards to the World Cup coming up, and that definitely means that we're gonna get a flying fit flying Bailey going forward from here. So, but for now, for me, from my perspective, tone it down a little bit. And it's same said for all the other players them. Same said for all the other players them. I can say the same for Russell. I can say the same for Ronald Brown. I can say the same for all the other players them. But the problem is, those players are raising their level even versus the lower level opponent. Even versus the lower level opponent. So if you're not raising level against a lower level opponent, I can't back in an argument to say you're going to raise the level against a higher level opponent. I can't do that. We have to see it versus the weak opponent first. Then we can say, all right, something is happening. Something is building. But from there, so, you can say, all right, look like he might hit the heights when he's supposed to hit. He might hit the heights where the caliber of player that he is should be hitting. Then from there. So when the World Cup hit, then we can have a good talk. And then now, even the players who are shining now, we'll definitely see what mental that they're at right at this level. World Cup are gonna really show up everything. So at the end of the day, me go see you go. Big up on yourself, people. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. See you guys again. Until next time. I know people are custom about this. So you go. Anyways, MG Sports TV. Out. God bless. Boom. Outside. Girls, what? Outside.